deal a little bit. See what you guys know with the ownership of the
All right.
property.
Well, thank you guys again for joining me. So the Universal deal, you were talking about if I read that correctly, they're losing the rights
Well, yeah, it
back to
depends
you.
on who you ask. According to the video I posted. But I don't know. Do you guys know much about that? Because I didn't know before I found that video.
I watched
No, I don't.
video. The guy that used to work for Mattel. I
Yeah.
watched his video. That's all I know is where the Universal is. So Mattel has the rights to. Oh, let's see. How does it work? Universal owns it. Mattel has the rights to make the figures, but then they lose the right to make the figures in 2023. They have first right of refusal right now, and
Right.
then in 2023, Universal takes over and they can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, that's what the video says. And I'm pretty sure I remember the guy. I saw a picture of the guy who posted the video, and I'm sure he's the same guy who introduced the classics Grayskull.
He
Like,
is. He's the guy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to learn more about this because one of the people who responded said, "Well, just some guy on the internet said something." I'm like, "Well,
Go look at him. If you follow him and you follow the rest of his videos, he was the manager of the entire classics line.
yeah,
I mean,
hey, he's not some random dude." You know. So I don't know. I'm not trying to like come down on the guy who argued with me, but I'm like, I just want to look at the basic facts, and that guy clearly should know something about Masters of the Universe because he was a big deal there.
I mean, he created some of those characters that they came out with. Not only did they bring in those characters from the classic lines that were not made, but they started making up characters. There were characters that he made up that they made into the classics line. So, I mean, it's like he's, you know.
So what characters are those?
There was some weird ones. And they're in some of the artwork. I'll have to go back and look at the ones he created. It was one particular. When they were making the comic book, or they were doing some of the comic art for the little mini books and the stuff that went with the classics and the artwork, they were looking for a new artist. They had lost an artist. They were looking for a new artist, and that new artist did artwork of the guy, the guy that's doing these videos, the character, the main character he created to get the dude's attention. He was like, oh man. And they took that guy on. That's a video on that as well. But that Spectre creative guy, man, he knows Mattel and Masters inside and out.
He had his logo has like a what is it? Is it a spade or a club? So is that the blue guy that hangs out with Zodak that has like I think it's a spade, like a playing card spade on it? Is that one of the ones you maybe made up?
It may be because he's got some. It's almost the guy he created is almost some kind of cosmic enforcer dude, kind of like Zodak. He's flying around through space and stuff.
Yeah, the guy looks like Deadpool to me, like a blue Deadpool.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with that with Universal. Mattel losing that kind of first right of to make the characters and stuff. What that'll morph into. I kind of have an opinion that you're going to see, He-Man and stuff is real boom. It's in your face right now. You got Kevin Smith stuff coming out. You have the new more kids space like. I'm going to call it the new adventures of He-Man, kind of, like coming out in the fall. But I feel like, about January where that kind of peaks everything, I wonder if we don't see, a lot of people have been complaining about prices and stuff on some of the other phases. We see some prices kind of start to dwindle back down into a normal range.
I don't know.
I was telling Nathan there, I don't know if you saw that Keldor Cronus pack, the Target exclusive pack. and somebody has it online right now for $245. It's like that's crazy.
Well, I don't know. Do you follow the MotU Nation page on Facebook?
I do. That's a real interesting page.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the people post like bootleg Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah.
They go for like $900. Like, wow, man, that's
You need to go watch. There's a guy on there. He calls himself Dr. MotU. He's Sean McMurtry, and he specializes mainly in He-Man, and he opens mocks on camera. And they're like, like mint on card on camera from 1983, and you pull them out, and he has his gloves on and everything. I mean, he has one of 11 known original Battle Cats, first run Battle Cats. I mean, like he has stuff that like no one has.
That's crazy.
Have you seen Scareglow's house? Have you been over there?
No.
Oh man, that you gotta go just take a peek over there. It's kind of like watching a train wreck when you shouldn't. You think you should look away, but you just can't stop watching.
Are you saying, is this Facebook or what is it?
Yeah, it's Facebook. It's a weird place, man. It's I don't even know how to describe that place to you.
Dude, I don't.
Rob knows about it. Rob thinks it's more with members, and he thinks and he's right. There are guys on there who will spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on these amazing vintage collections, and just to sell the whole thing off. It's kind of like the art collectors of Masters of the Universe or something.
Yeah. That's wild stuff.
It's a weird place. I'm working on check this out. I'm working on let's see if I can get it on there. I'm working on a copycat for my faker. He's got an orange saddle.
Yeah.
But it was I had an extra Panther. And there it is. I'm doing the purple stripes, and I've got I went and got some of that. It's army paint, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
And that is for miniatures. It's looking pretty good coming out. I used some shades on it and stuff to give it that kind of almost orange leathery look.
Cool.
It's coming together though, a little bit at a time. The stripes are the toughest part.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, looks good. What about you, Brian? What have you been working on?
Really just Wind Raider stuff, and that's about it. Really, trying to wrap up that guide. I did plenty of things where my original approach to doing the guide was picture by picture, step by step, lay out some pieces, and then the next picture hopefully tells you how it went together. And I realized that might not be that easy. So I've been refining, trying to make it easier so anybody who deals with it should know what they're doing with each step.
Brian, were you the guy that put together the instructions on how to make the Roton have a bigger seat so that the characters fit in it? Was that you?
No, because this is the first guide I've ever done with the Wind Raider.
Somebody put out some kind of instructions. I saw them a while back. I have them saved somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it being a little bigger. I took a vintage Roton and shoved some bricks in there to make it a 4-seater for Mega Construx.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can pull that off.
That's cool. Hang on a minute, I'll grab something.
So do you guys both think of the Roton as a flying vehicle? Like, did you always know that and think of that?
Not. Always thought it was a ground vehicle.
That's what I thought too. But in the cartoon it flies. And the more artwork I see, it's always flying.
It is always flying. It's more of a flying vehicle.
Yeah, it's like a flying saucer that occasionally grinds into things instead of driving along the ground and
I
tearing
like
up
the
people's meat.
episode where it's stuck down in the sand. They can't get back. That's the dragon I put together.
Nice.
Yeah, Drogon.
So who is?
Yeah,
Are you giving?
I got He-Man. I took what's her name's little leash thing that I don't know what that thing that goes around her, and used it for He-Man to hang on to.
Nice.
Oh, sorceress might look cool on there.
Yeah, that would be cool too. Yeah.
So how much, David? How much of the classics line did you buy or pay attention to?
The classic line, I didn't collect any at the time. I didn't know. I really didn't know about the classics till later. Like the classics line, I saw the 2000X come out, and I watched those pan out. But I never picked up any classic. I'd like to pick up like a Lord Dactyls, and I'd like to pick up like Jitsu and Fisto. I like them kind of because they go against each other. They're like the opposites, but they're so expensive. I'm talking $150 a piece for some of those characters.
Fisto, I think Fisto's over 200 loose.
Oh yeah, and I know Jitsu. There must have not been as many of him. He runs anywhere from 150 to 250, depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah, just weird. I would have thought. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't buy a lot of them. I really love the 2000X line, so I didn't really. I just kind of bought the classics that I thought were interesting.
Right.
I should have bought more.
I've been all my original vintage stuff. Is probably some of it probably been in the trash, and some of it's probably at my parents' basement down. Like somewhere in a box. But I've started collecting up bits and pieces of those characters I like. So kind of recollecting the old guys again. They opened up a new toy shop here in Eastern North Carolina where I'm at, and they've got a lot of stuff. They had a lot of characters on hand. They had a lot of good pieces. New and old stuff,
You guys know, I'm going to see if I can get this on camera. You guys know this little one plate hinge from Lego?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was studying the Lego Colosseum, like the architectural line, the Roman Colosseum.
Right.
And this is part of one of the solutions they use for the rounded walls, is to use these things.
Mm-hmm.
And they also use ball joints. But since I'm kind of building my own Castle Grayskull, I'm looking at the ways in which people or Lego that's achieve that. But the other wild thing I learned is that people use the turntable piece, just the little 2x2 turntables, is what Lego comes. If you use those, and this isn't a turntable, but this is a 2x2 piece.
Right.
You can, if you're putting like a Grayskull tower down, because the turntable turns, you just turn it however you need it to fit into a piece in the tower wall.
Huh.
So if you're doing your own build, you can control where the stud is because you just turn the turntable. So
that makes sense.
I haven't dealt with it.
You put it in the angle you want.
Yeah. Yep. What's real tricky though is when you build, and you've seen this. I've never built a Castle Grayskull normal. I've never put it together because I'm building my own. But you haven't either? No, you have. Yeah, you got the big Drogon on there, right? Yeah, sorry, I'm talking to Nate. But anyway, it's just tricky with the way the studs work because you're off the what Lego calls the system, right? The way the studs work. Like you're off the system to start the tower, and then when you get higher up, like you either stay off or you rejoin it, and that's tricky. But I don't know. That turntable thing is a cool technique.
So, I mean, the turntable, what are you talking about attaching it? How many turntables are you using? You talking about you line your base with the turntables? That way you can
pretty much
have the connection?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever you need a crazy connection, you just use a turntable that's spun at a weird angle to plug it in. And then
on the grayscale, you've got I don't know, I think at least 5 or 6 connections with the studs within the bottom of the arch, and then you're building up on that.
There's a few, but I've learned when you make it bigger, then it blows it all out. You're
bigger, yeah.
It's not quite. It's not just like doesn't just expand a little in an easy way. It's you kind of break the math when you go off of Mega's design. So, but anyway, hey, did you guys ever play with that Sesame Street Fisher Price playset that was I think it was called a Clubhouse? It had like a slide on one side, and maybe I'll find a picture. And then it had like a trap door, and so the little figure would go down the trap door and shoot out the side. I'll find it.
I think I vaguely remember.
I bet you'll know.
I may have seen it.
Anyway, I'm thinking about doing that part of that with my Grayskull for the dungeon.
Well, the trap door opens to a slide.
Yeah, so it goes, Beast Man goes sliding down and then falls into the dungeon. And maybe I'll make windows so you can like see him going woo down. Let me find it here. So it depends on how old you are. These were definitely a big deal in the 80s. Here are we? Where are you working? Are either of you working on any other custom MotU figures right now?
Not figures.
I've designed a few. I've got a buddy who I've been working with who does some 3D printing, and I've been working on a few custom figures here and there. I use a lot of. I've been using. He put me over onto Hero Forge, and I'm doing design stuff over there. But then from there, he can take that, and if I want something to be different, he can adjust it to how it would fit onto. If I take an Origins character and change him, or a Mega Construx character and want to change him, he can make armor things for that fit that. So I've been doing some of that stuff.
Cool. Hero Forge, sorry, is that 3D printing?
The Hero Forge?
Yeah.
Hero Forge is actually just to make like D&D style characters. But when you take this guy, he can take the file that you make over there, and I sent him the file over. He puts it. He works in animation, and he's been doing like 3D animation printing for a long time. He has a degree in, and he can go, well, what do you want it to be like? And I'll say, well, can you make it more like this? And he can take that file and adjust it within his software to be however you want it. So I haven't gotten into printing myself. It's talking to him, just a really expensive nightmare.
It is. I'd rather pay someone else to do that stuff. It's
he's
like a whole new hobby
on his prices. So
yeah, that's good to know. There's some stuff I'd like done. Hey, Nick, can you share my my image here? You don't have to share it for long. I'm just going to share that Fisher Price thing.
As big as it gets.
Let me see if we can make it bigger.
All right. Yeah, I remember that.
I do remember that, actually.
Yeah. There's the play slide on the side, the orange thing, and then in the middle is the blue trapdoor, and that shoots him out the other side. But
right.
That's what I got in my head for something to, shoot Beastman down to the dungeon.
It's not bad enough he just falls down straight to it from the throne room. You want to shoot him down a slide.
That room in my Castle Grayskull is the kitchen now. So if you have a bad cook, he just falls, but he actually falls down into the bathroom now. So I don't know.
That's good you're having fun with it. They didn't make, granted, there wasn't really anything in most of the vintage Grayskull, it was just a bunch of space. But for a brick castle, I wish they put more in there, or at least more options.
Yeah, they could make it more to scale. I think they, of every Grayskull they build, they don't make them big enough where you can run the Battle Cat straight through the opening,
Yeah. So can you squeeze Battle Cat through this set? Does he kind of fit through there with He-Man?
Yeah.
No? Okay. I didn't think so. It'd be real tight if it did work.
Yep. And I was on my rant earlier about the Origins Castle Grayskull I pre-ordered in October and pushed back. Now they've distributed them to half the country, and no one's pre-orders are coming through for another 6 weeks. So,
is it from Walmart? Is it
yeah, through Walmart, but they're blaming Mattel.
Yeah, we see that a lot with Star Wars pre-orders from Walmart too. They're really weird.
I was at Walmart yesterday. Or was it this morning? I don't know. Anyway, I was looking at that Ninjago stuff that they have. But they have you seen those? There's like big. You were talking about Transformers earlier today. They have those big warriors, the big tall things, and you put the little characters in.
Yeah.
Have you seen? It's almost like, I feel like it's like a Voltron feel to it. You know what I mean?
It's a big mech suit or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I didn't know if either one of y'all had put any of that together.
No, I've seen them.
I think I got one for my son, one of those big mech suits.
It'll be nice to see some more. I know they pulled the skirmish hitting offline. The battle cat, the Mega Construx battle cat. I know they pulled it off. You can't find it for sale anything right now until they're dropping it back on May 1st, I think. But I think the new figures don't drop until June 1st for the MotU Mega Construct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I searched again today for pre-orders on that. Couldn't find anything.
I was able to pick up one of those monster trucks, the Battle Cat monster truck. Have y'all got those?
I did. I'm glad. Good thing you found one. They're hard.
Yeah. There's one that's been sitting up at our Walmart up here. It's been sitting up there a week. Nobody's picked it up.
You should grab them. Help them find a home.
That Battle Cat. Sorry. Saw that Battle Cat on deep discount.
Oh, did you?
There's no picture of it, but when you click into it, you see they've got it at 64.51. That's expensive.
Wow.
I don't know. I wish that was something else for 64.51.
Well, that Battle Cat truck people are selling Toy Wiz is selling for $35.99. You can pick it up for $3.99 at Walmart right now. That along with the locked Panther that nobody can find. I walked into a Walmart and there's 4 of them on the shelf, all for $24.99, and this guy's selling them online for $60-$70.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those around me either. So
they're coming. Those have just arrived here, Nate. Those have just gotten here, and I know a lot of people got those before. We're just now getting WWE stuff, Stephanie McMahon and those guys. We just got those down here today.
So are you saying they were stocking on a Sunday?
They were stocking on a Sunday.
That's so weird. Sometimes, or in my area, that you don't see stuff happen on the weekends unless it's Christmas. I mean, sometimes, but who knows? I can't figure out what Walmart does. I don't think Walmart can either.
Well, I was telling Nate before we were live here, our Walmart, there's a reset they're about to do over at ours. The guy that works in there all the time that does most of the stocking and the toys, they're about to do a reset over there, Brian, that is where they're going to bring in placeholders on the local, when you're looking under your local store, they have placeholders for the castle and all that are going to apparently be stocked here in like 2 weeks on the shelf.
Weird. Huh?
Yeah, I can't figure them out either. I can't figure out the dates on anything.
Is it only Origins? Is there some Mega stuff there too?
Mega stuff is still Mega. Now, all our Mega stuff, they just restocked Wave 1 of Origins, all the Mega Photons, and all the Beastman Final Showdown, the Beastman and I mean, if you wanted a flocked Panther, we have them for days. There's so many of them, they're falling off the shelves.
Yeah, people go crazy over stuff sometimes, and then it comes out and it floods the market. So
seems like they came out a lot of stuff. Those little Eternia minis, and they came out with a lot of stuff at the same time.
I think you were maybe saying this, but the thing about the video I posted and Mattel trying to do as much as they can, like it sure feels like the clock's ticking down and they are ramming through as much stuff as they can.
They're like, let's see. I heard they were clearing it may have been that Spectre Creative guy who said I can't remember if it was him or somebody else, that they're clearing out the warehouses trying to make room for this new Kevin Smith stuff, where it looks like Eva Lynn's carrying a purse, and then that new space age looking, kids show. It's it's a computer animated stuff, and it looks like they're trying to fill the the shelves in the warehouse with that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
The life of things, how long do things play out,
Oh. I'll be impressed if they can sell all of that stuff really well. I don't know.
I guess it depends. Everybody's collection's different, I mean, you got your guys that are the purists that only collect just the vintage old stuff, and then you got people mix stuff in and stuff. So.
Yeah. Do both of you guys have kids? I know Nate does. You
got 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I'm wondering.
A 12-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl.
I don't buy toys for kids. I just buy toys for me. So, I mean, I buy them for my nieces and nephews, so I know about a few of the fads. But like, I'm questioning, like, are Netflix series, are they selling a lot of toys? You know?
I don't know. I don't have a TV. I completely keep them off when they're here. So they're between me and their mom back and forth, and they and stuff down there a lot. We don't here, and so I don't know what they're advertising up on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Nate, do your kids pay it? Is Netflix able to sell any toys to your kids?
I've never seen toy advertisements on Netflix, but I mean, my kids would watch. I mean, if there's a cartoon on Netflix, my kids have seen it because that's all we do have. We don't have cable or anything. We've got one TV and we've got Netflix connection or subscription.
Well,
so yeah, I don't know, but I mean, they do know. They are familiar with a lot of the toys we see at the stores. You know, they know about the new Yu-Gi-Oh. They know about the new She-Ra.
Well, She-Ra was a few things that, it was a Netflix series and it had a small amount of toys. I don't know of a lot of things that started solely on Netflix that also have a toy line, and I might totally be missing the boat. I just don't know. I'm just curious. I mean, granted, Netflix is huge. I mean, when a new show comes out, all the media is buzzing about this huge show that all the adults are watching. But are they achieving merchandising? From the stuff that they're putting out there. So I don't know.
Boy, all into Pokemon right now, and my girl some kind of anime TV show, I think, and she's an artist, so she draws a lot and stuff. So she's mimicking drawing and stuff. But my boy, he does Pokemon and Pokemon cards and video games, near as I can tell. But that's kind of all he's really into. He's not really into the action figures or anything like I was.
Yeah, it's a different time these days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Actually, I saw that. I don't know if it was one of the big business things. I don't know if it was like Forbes or something, but Mattel had their best year in 20 years last year.
Oh, really?
Mainly because people are stuck home and you gotta do whatever, you gotta buy whatever you can do and hang out at home for the most part. But they've been struggling.
What were you saying?
Go ahead, David. I was going to say, go ahead. What are you saying?
I run my business, and I've been doing that for 10 years, and I had my best year last year as well. 2020 was the best year we've had in 10 years because of online sales.
Yeah. It's far out.
Yeah, my wife does online. She has an online sale or online store. She had her best year last year also. So.
People at home wanting to do stuff, spending money.
Yeah, my question is whether or not it goes forward. It'd be nice if kids buy more toys and action figures are back in style or something, but who knows?
Yeah. There's no way to call it. Customer is weird. The customer is very strange sometimes.
Yeah. So is there let's say, I won't go into She-Ra, but just on the He-Man side of things, is there any character that was a standard character that you don't care about or you don't need a mega version of?
Oh, man.
Anybody?
Let me think. I don't really, I already have her, but I really don't care about the sorceress.
Really? Oh, I love her.
I mean, she's fine, but it's funny. She's supposed to have all that power all the time. And she's like, but I can't leave the castle. I can't.
That's the deal, though. Is that's part of the power, I guess.
Well, at that, she's like, "He-Man, save me!" And I always get a laugh out of. I'm a big fan of the Filmation TV show. My favorite episode is where He-Man and Orko and everybody they trap Skeletor and Beastman and Panther in the big box, and they pour the flour in, and Orko puts a magic cooking ray on it, and it cooks them into a loaf of bread.
Are you sure that's real?
A loaf of bread all the way back to Snake Mountain.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure that's real, man. I don't remember that ever. What else happens in that episode?
It's a great episode.
I feel like you made that up.
That just happened.
I'm going to have to look that one up. I don't know how I ever missed that one. I thought I'd seen it all.
What did just happen?
It's the one where Skeletor takes all like the supplies from the kitchen or something, from the palace kitchens, and no one's going to be able to eat or something. It's hilarious.
It sounds kind of familiar. Is that the one where he appears as like the chef? Like he's in disguise? Because I think Skeletor does that once.
Does that? He does appear as, what is it, Chef Allen? I can't remember
Maybe.
if that's the one or not. I just know they all end up in the kitchen, and they all end up in a big loaf of bread. He throws them out of this hole, the palace roof, and they're flying back to Snake Mountain in this loaf of bread.
Oh boy.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Also occasionally you get like a random character. So, like Spike-Or is in like one episode, maybe two. Jitsu shows up in one episode, and you just see him in the background. He's not even really doing anything,
Isn't Jitsu in more than one? I thought he maybe two, but Jitsu was early as well. Like he was in the first season. I don't think they gave him a name.
No, you just see him in the episode. They don't say anything about it.
Yeah.
And then you've got somebody else shows up there. Fisto shows up in Fisto's Forest. And he talks about having been a bad guy at one point.
Yeah. Well, I found your episode. It's called The Littlest Giant.
That's it.
I think I skip it because, I know I've seen it, but that big cartoon giant. What's that?
It's got the widgets in it.
Yeah. They're okay, but they're not the best episodes usually.
Somebody customed I took a He-Man figure and custom some like pig face guy the other day, and I was like, "Oh, those are the guys from the episode when it's Trouble in Trala." I think is the episode where they end up in. It may be that episode where Whiplash is in there, and then the pig warriors. You remember those guys?
Yeah, like pig works or something.
Yeah, and they've got long tails.
Yeah, they had a lot of weird dudes on there.
You had to look that episode. You didn't believe me that they cooked this a loaf of bread.
Well, because I'm telling you, I always skip it because I look at it and I see the goofy-looking giant guy, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to watch that one again. So I literally scour for anything, all the Grayskull episodes, because I want to see whatever cool angle or whatever that I might have missed, and I don't know, some other interesting parts. So I tend to spend more time on that stuff.
I'd like to have like a Randor, but more of like a 2000X King Randor. I guess you could make one out of a He-Man, really.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that the other day. He's way cooler in 2000X than wearing that weird blue coat from Filmation. He does. He's
With
pretty
the-
boring. He's a cool. He's like a Burger King from Filmation, but he's pretty cool in 2000X.
You guys think we'll ever get a character like King Randor from Mega?
Depends how long they go. It helps that he had a figure, I think, at least in the original line. But I want that one. He looks weird, like the orange pants and just really weird looking.
The Burger King of Masters of the Universe.
He is, dude. Yeah, I'll buy him. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so I'll buy everybody. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Scareglow.
I don't even get the whole. There's a whole Facebook group called Scareglow's House, and man, they'll buy cases of Scareglow, and I'm like, isn't he like one of the final characters they made? He was like one of the last characters they made. He came out at the same time like Ninjor came out, and I'm like, what's the deal? And nobody knows who he is.
I don't care about Ninjor either. Like, he's just a ninja with monster feet. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, at least Jitsu's got the big crazy hand and Fisto's got a crazy fist. Like, Ninja is just a ninja, so I don't know.
I'm not super worried about getting Mosquitor. Just, I don't know. Kind of like,
I'll buy him. I'll buy almost any Horde character, but they had some weird ones, like that weird robot TV with legs that walks around. I don't know what his name is. It's a weird one. It's got like a brown. His face is like a brown face, and then he's got a giant red bat over him, and he's basically like a TV set with arms and legs. And he walks around.
I mean, I don't really all that much for Roboto. I mean, I'm kind of like Robot.
It's just a toy though. He doesn't have a great story.
No.
I mean, his story in 2000X was kind of cool, and I like him in really big. I was sad that the 2000X Roboto was so small. He had big ass feet, but the toy was just normal size. I thought it was cool, and he's a big hulking robot. But I think most of us liked him back in the day because he had the gears in him, and he had the different arms and attachments. He was kind of like a good trap jaw.
Good try. That's right. That's true. I would like something like if they would make a couple like the Shadow Beasts or something like that. That'd be kind of cool,
Yeah. I keep beating this drum. I want a Battle Beasts line for Masters of the Universe, and then just go crazy and do all the beasts. Because there's a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm saying that they could tie Battle Beast in with the Masters of the Universe, and I mean, you have all those.
I guess they're doing all right if you think about it. They keep selling. I mean, stores keep ordering Battle Beasts, so that's something. But there's no story behind it, and they just kind of do a new color and a new head or whatever. I'm like, well, why not turn things up a notch and make Masters of the Universe collectors crazy? So,
would you buy a Queen?
Sorry. You're saying you can't find them?
No, I said, would you buy a Queen Marlena if it came out?
Yeah, I'll buy everything. Honestly, I won't fail to buy something. I have a Scareglow because I found one, but I wouldn't if I had to deal with Scareglow being $40 right now. I probably wouldn't be paying that.
I'm gonna start sending you Scareglows in the mail.
Well, if it makes you feel better, that's okay.
That and Burger King Randors.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna go bankrupt on that one. God, those are expensive. Especially the vintage ones. I mean, yeah. I got them right here. One of the few ones. I didn't get the Queen Marlena that he came with, but the Classics Cringer. I bought him because I love Cringer. So I picked that one up. I think it was just loose on eBay 10 years ago. You can't. Cringer was always just kind of lost. You never got a Cringer. I think might be one of the few Cringers ever.
Somebody printed. I saw somebody had printed a Mega Construx Cringer. They had one that in their setup they had a little guy.
Yeah. Well, there's that the prototype one. There's potentially one coming out.
Oh, really? I hadn't seen.
Yeah, it was the whole thing with the pink Tila and the Hordak. He was in one of the shots there.
I did see the Hordak and the pink Tila. I guess I did. They had a Cringer and a Prince Adam in blue or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in there. They Prince Adam in blue there was going to be a set with the Sky Sled, Prince Adam, Scareglow, and then I think Beastman with the yellow armor. And that was supposed to have come out, but they changed the Sky Sled to the full Battle Ram set. So I guess they moved that.
The Moss Man, the flocked Moss Man without the battle bones, like just the character himself.
Yeah. Well, there's that one. Did you see one dude just posted it? He's selling all 4 of those figures.
Oh, is he? What's he want for them?
I don't know. He didn't list it yet, but he said he's not breaking them up because, of course, everybody just wants the Moss Man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, I'm surprised he's selling them.
The big question for Origins people right now is will Stinkor stink? There was a whole conversation on MotU Nation about that.
Wait, for which? For the Origins, you mean?
Yeah, for the Origins, will Stinkor stink? Yeah.
I suppose we could make our Mega version stink if we wanted to. I haven't thought about that. Could get some oil and rub it on him so he smells.
Somebody was talking the other day. He said his Stinkor, his vintage, had stopped selling, and so he was going to fill the head of it with some patchouli wax and let it melt inside the head. And I was like, that just sounds like a gigantic mess that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you want to experiment, why not, I guess. It's fun. I like the idea of stinking up my Stinkor now. Maybe I'll give it a try. I got a couple. Actually, I was going to ask you guys this. Do either of you, can you find anyone from the Fisto Wave in a store still right now?
I don't think I ever saw him. Yeah.
No? Okay.
I think the only reason I got that wave is because I ordered a case.
Okay. Yeah, they seem to be gone here, but I question if like outstate. I know they clearance most of those, but it's tricky. Those are cross-listed with the Call of Duty figures,
right?
Which is good and bad because sometimes they try and clearance one and then they clearance both, and then you can go crazy and get really good deals. But it also means that either Call of Duty or the MotU line is clogging up the shelf because it's all cross-listed together. So,
well, there's a Walmart here, and there's a Walmart about 20 minutes down the road, and the one down the road is they did. So when the MotU stuff came out in that run, that whole Call of Duty set, but what came out with our stuff was the Fortnite and the Predator, and that set came out. And so I found some of those. They said they had them in Jacksonville, and I drove out with 30 minutes down the road, and I went out there, and they had been cross-listed with that stuff, and they actually didn't have any at all. But I never, that was the only store that actually carried the Fisto line here in this area. I had to get mine online.
Right. I guess, I know, Nate, you've been saying some people do watch the show afterwards, so I'll just clarify if anyone's not, or they're curious why we would say that things are cross-listed. And for me, I just went into a store and I handed them a Call of Duty and I handed them like a Fisto and said, how many of each of these do you have? And they're like, 31 and 31. And like, okay, well, there's only a 31 total of each of them, so this isn't a mystery.
Well, he pulled, I had somebody, I said, it says you have, I was on BrickSeek, and I was like, it says you have like 40 of these. Where are they? And he pulled it up and he showed each item listed separately, but under the same number.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to mention I think that's the Heroes case. That's Fortnite and Predator and Ninja Turtles. That's cross-listed too. That's not really helpful. I wish they would fix that. We'll see. My stores have been flooded with Call of Duty.
Yeah, we have a lot of the Call of Duty, and they just dropped a bunch of Halo stuff at ours.
Yeah, plenty of Halo. But Halo seems to last. So,
and those Halo heads, they've got a lot of the Halo heads. You know, the little that are like the Skeletor heads.
mm-hmm. Yeah, Halo does well. Let's see with Halo. I don't know. Oh, I bought that the big laser turret from Halo because Target's app. I'll see if it's still there. I had it for $26.
Oh yeah.
So they matched the price in store, and I don't follow Halo, but when a set's that cheap and it's got cool parts, and that's an $80 set for $26 is basically like a clearance store price. So
that's an investment.
Yeah, I might
sell it if you don't need it.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I mean, I was considering getting more. Yeah, it's actually, I was thinking about it too. Mega figures really seem to build value pretty well. And the weird thing is they're always on clearance too. So at least for me, there tend to be a lot in my area, but there's always some mega stuff on clearance at the end of the season. All right, is that true for you guys? At least Call of Duty or the Fortnite, not Fortnite. What's the other one? I say Fortnite too. Is it Borderlands?
Halo?
No. The like the Predator case with Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, Borderlands.
It's Borderlands. Yeah, it's not Fortnite.
Oh,
I see the same thing.
Oh, it is Borderlands. You're right. It is Borderlands.
Yeah. I don't play games, so I don't really personally even know, but I want to call it Fortnite or the other one. I don't know. Lego had another video game. Yeah, Borderlands.
That's it.
Yeah, people are saying that guy's not selling well. It seems to be true.
Yeah, a lot of people like the.
Actually, I don't think I see a lot of Sam Fisher when I go.
This is a hot one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that got the skull? It's got a set of skulls in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a cool thing to have. Do you remember what the inside of let me grab it here. I was talking about how I want to build this Skeletor's collector ship.
Right.
Do you recall what the inside of it looks like?
I can't.
I don't.
The other day, I can't. It had some levers in it and stuff.
Yeah. His Skeletor's basically got a throne in it, and it's like a golden.
It does have the throne in there. Yeah. That's right.
It's like a golden heavy metal throne with like skulls all over it. It's crazy. I'd like to reproduce that because it's nuts.
Did you see that guy? I don't know if y'all saw the guy that posted all the sets he's built. He built the collector. He built the attack track. He built the castle that it's got legs, but it's up in the clouds and stuff. Did y'all see that guy?
Yeah, you're saying it's on the roller coaster tracks or something like that?
No, this was just a dude that built each model on its own. Like it's somebody posted it on the Mega Construx site that we're on. It was about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it did. That's the Mega website, right? Like the web forum site that they have?
Maybe so.
Yeah, I think I did save some of those. It's got good stuff. Yeah, that's a big deal. If you read his comments or whatever, Mega was actually sending him bricks.
Really?
They noticed his stuff and they were sending him parts. I'm like, oh, wow, I need to get on that.
I'd like to post more stuff on Flickr and Instagram.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him put out a Stridor or something. That'd be fun to put together.
Yeah, I wonder how that'll work. I mean, whether it'll be bricks or just a mold, because I don't know.
Because it can be articulated. The legs can move and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Well, you've seen, I know Nate has it, but David, have you seen there's a Dragons or Mega Castles mechanical looking horse that looks a lot like Stridor?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
It's not quite big enough. Probably find it. Yeah, Nate. I think Nate's got one there. I'll search.
Nate's got one. He's probably got 2 or 3.
It's a good stand-in. If they never get that far, you'll have to get these and paint them up. I don't know. I love that. I really want it. Particularly a Stridor, but a Night Stalker too. I'll take it.
Both. You need a Fisto, a Stridor, a Night Stalker, and a Jitsu.
Yep, I'm on it. That's what I need.
And a tiny little box to put them in, so they look like they're packaged together.
Oh, maybe they could be.
Do you collect Hot Wheels stuff?
I don't. I see it, but I don't know. I got so much stuff.
I might pick up the the world's smallest action figures. I might pick up those things. Those look kind of funny.
I thought about them.
They actually fit the Hot Wheels.
What's that?
They fit inside the Hot Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see the picture. Yeah, you can put them in the Land Shark or the Wind Raider or something.
And the Battle Ram.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Gonna find this horsey.
All right, I found part of one.
Needle probably. Oh, there. I got him. I found a pretty good picture if you wanna. If after you're done. What? Oh, crap.
Is it a one-piecer or something that you build?
No, you don't build it. That's kind of the whole debate about.
Kicked myself out. I don't know what happened there.
Like we didn't fall out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about StreamYard. If the computer dies, it keeps going.
Nice.
I literally streamed 15 minutes just black screen one time because our laptop died. Let me see. Okay,
There you
there's the horse.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get.
I think this is from the train set, the Wild West.
Yeah. Cool. Check this out, man. Since David, since you remember the baking everybody in a loaf of bread, I've been watching the Filmation series, and I've literally been keeping track. I think they might not have normal horses on Eternia, even though there's a unicorn and there's robot horses and there's.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
There you go. This is the one that's good. This would be good rate for Fisto if they made it a little bigger.
Yeah, that is cool. That's great. Where did you pick that one?
This is from the old medieval line.
Let me. I've got them side by side in this picture. Yeah, those little stubby dudes.
Yeah, the little stubby.
Can you try throwing a mega guy on? I can't remember how well they fit.
Nate's Lego Palace over here.
You guys got a lot of demands on me today.
We got to put on a show here. That's pretty cool.
That works pretty good, I mean,
it's not horrible, but yeah, the horse could be just slightly bigger.
That's all you ever get. Can you share my screen, Nate?
Yeah.
For my extra one. There's a close up of the two side by side here.
There we go.
Yeah, so there's a brown and a black.
Oh yeah, I got to hunt a couple of those down to be a stand-in for a while.
Yeah, if that's all you can get, then it'll do, I guess.
That would work.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to have those somewhere.
What are these weirdos? Oh man! Oh geez, I forgot this time.
Oh yeah,
this one looks better.
Yeah.
That's the black one.
Yeah, this one has got like movable legs.
Where did is that the same
but
thing?
But it's still got the saddle. This one, I have to find the saddle for this one. But this is the one from the Western train set.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is the other black one you just had? What was that? What was that one from?
This one here.
Yeah.
That's Dragons.
Is this from Dragons or is this from?
Pretty sure it's Dragons.
So is this old one from the King Arthur set? Is that what these are from, or these are from the?
Are they different molds there? The two you're holding?
Yeah, yes. The one that's a little bit larger.
Ah, good question. Yeah, it could be King Arthur. I mean, they're clearly similar.
So this mold is a lot better. Like this size mold is better size for the Fisto character.
Wow, man, we're learning something here. I don't think anybody's ever figured that out.
So this is the King Arthur line that you have in your right hand?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure where these come from. I think King Arthur came after the Dragons.
Okay.
So that would make sense to me. If, chronologically, this would be a newer mold. This is definitely the newest mold. This is either from the Call of Duty, the Call of Duty set, or the train heist, the Western train heist.
Now, there's a new horse that is in the Game of Thrones that has a skeleton face.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, I missed ordering some of those sets. Brian, you shared that link the other day, and they were sold out. They kept canceling the orders.
Winter something, winter whatever.
Yeah, have you checked your bank account? Because I tried to place a bunch of orders and they canceled a bunch, and they even told me they canceled a bunch, but I still have some charges. So I'm kind of hoping that they turn around and still deliver some.
Yeah, I don't know. I place mine through my PayPal account.
Yeah.
So I do them all online orders to them. So that way, because I've got a business account through PayPal. That way, I don't. If I have any issues, they resolve them. But yeah, I missed out on that Lannister's battle, that Winterfell set. But I did order 4 of the thrones on clearance. So
Well, I'm Googling here. It looks like there are some King Arthur sets with horses. We're gonna have to figure that out. That's pretty cool that those looked.
I'd like to get a couple of those.
Now we gotta. Maybe we should have said this in private. Now everybody will hunt them down.
yeah, how old are they?
Oh God, I bet it could be 20 years. Who knows? 10, 20, 15. I don't think they're that recent. See what this set is. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention back then. There's a Walmart listing. It's so weird that Walmart has their third-party vendors and they've got, something that's 10 or 20 years old on there.
Yeah, they're trying to be like Amazon. They're allowing people to sell. I mean, stuff they like these Origin figures, or even the Mega Blocks, Mega Construx figures. They can't stock them in their own store. They don't have them online, but they're letting people sell them third party through their website for 3 times the price.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Well, we've gone just over an hour.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys joining me again. We'll end the live stream. Yeah. Well, you are welcome. Cool. We'll see everybody next time.